at the Donna facility, McAllen, Texas. 800,000 square feet of air-conditioned, what they call soft wall facility. It's all been stood up in the last few months at a great deal of expense, a great deal of American treasure, trying to process these children of God in a very humane manner, reflective of the kind of nation that we are. I mean, we're a sovereign nation. We have laws. We have the most generous immigration system maybe anywhere, and these laws are being violated, and yet the people violating the laws are being handled just as compassionately as we're able. Way over capacity, 200–300% over capacity. All these command and control sectors across the entire southern border. And so creative thought, ingenuity, standing up facilities like this, this is how they're making it work. They've stood this facility up in the last few months, and it's ongoing. There's another whole section being built in order to process the family units. Are segregated by age, etc., and the families are kept together, very, very squared away. And imagine the organizational effort to make this work. And this is what the evolving mission of Border Patrol and Customs and Border Protection is, to deal with this level of illegal immigration. So all these adaptations they made to the facility, all these purchases, installing air-conditioned systems, etc., showers, bathrooms, tents, air-conditioned tents, kind of snacks that normal personnel around here wouldn't get. It's all coming out of their operations budget thus far. Doing their best, man, to deal in a humanitarian way, in an American Christian principled, compassionate way with this wave after wave of humanity. It's a Hidalgo port of entry. It's a legal port of entry. America has 328 legal ports of entry where people can legally enter our country and apply for asylum. The problem is, obviously, this is very controlled. This handles commerce, etc. Legal traffic, and children of God that would present themselves for asylum without documentation can do so through a port of entry. Very controlled. The problem is most of the illegal crossings are taking place between ports of entry like this. That's the huge issue that has to be addressed by fixing the laws, the Flores settlement. So behind me, Mexico. In front of me, America. This is its initial pedestrian checkpoint. This is the spot where identification is initially shown, and if they have some kind of legitimate ID and reason to be here, they walk through to the next checkpoint. But this is where illegal immigration should be stopped, at the border. Let me clarify that most of these folks, they're good folks. They're mostly shopping. I talked to some of these boots on the ground, lived here all their life. Some of these cops here. Most of these folks, 95% of them, they want to make 2 or 3 trips a day. If they can, they buy some stuff, they come shopping, they go back. Sort of a retail exchange. And most of them have no nefarious intent. They have been injured economically because of the delays in crossing caused by the criminal element. So this impact is not just hitting America, man. It's hitting the good Mexican citizens who just want to peacefully, cross in America, do some shopping, buy some stuff, and go back. And for a generation, for decades, it's been cool, good to go, pretty easy. And it's much more difficult now because of the cartel and criminal activity. It's one of the transitional facilities for unaccompanied kids, 12 to 17 years old is what they specialize in at this particular facilities under Health and Human Services. This is the playground. These kids have, for the first time in their life, like a structured environment where they have regular food and shelter and rules. They have to make their bed and clean up after themselves when they eat, have snacks and games, and a nice courtyard. I can't take pictures of the kids because, of course, we're protecting their privacy as juveniles, but in a loving environment. And their next stop is to be housed with a family member, an immediate family member, or an extended family member, or a close friend of the family member that's vetted by the professional social workers, and check their identity and seek confirmation before they would transport that child to that home, or to a long-term foster environment while they're seeking a permanent home for that child. But in the meantime, if you hear about the horrible conditions of which children are held, I'm standing in one right here in McAllen, Texas. A bunch of squared away, caring, loving, professional adults that are dedicated to help these kids find a better life.